everybody. Modern Day Warrior here. Making a video. I'm gonna announce a contest that I want to do. um, I'm approaching a certain number of subscribers on my channel. I'm not gonna say what number it is. It's gonna be. This is kind of like a surprise contest, a secret kind of mystery contest. So hear me out. Bear with me, and we'll get through this. So I'm approaching a certain number of subscribers on my channel. So when I reach that said number of subscribers, I'm gonna pull the name of the winner of whoever enters this contest. So here's what I want to do. Okay, so and you're gonna figure out the number when I say as I go through this. So you're gonna figure it out anyway. Wink, wink. I'll give you a few hints. So the contest I want to do though is I want you to show 6 albums, 2 albums from when you were 6 years old, 2 albums from when you were 16 years old, and 2 albums from when you were 26 years old. Okay? The year, I'm talking about like that year, albums released in the year when you were those respective ages. So I was born in 1972, so I'm going to show 2 albums from when I was 6 years old, which was 1978. I'm going to show 2 albums when I was 16 years old, which was 1988. And I'm going to show 2 albums when I was 26 years old, which was 1998. So from those respective years of when you were 6, 16, and 26, that's the 2 albums I want you to show each from that year. Okay? Totaling 6 albums. 6, 16, 26. Get what number of subscribers I'm trying to reach here. Anyway, notice I'm wearing a certain evil band name. I think you're gonna get the hint. I'm not gonna even say the number of subscribers though, so you'll get it. All right. So examples. I'm gonna show my albums from when I was 6 years old. So let's go to 1978. I was 6 years old. Now, mind you, I didn't discover these albums until I was a bit older. I wasn't like I was listening to these albums when I was 6. I don't know. I don't know what I was listening to when I was 6. Probably Looney Tunes and cartoons and things like that, you know. But I'm gonna show one of them now. You gotta go with the first Van Halen album. Now this is a box that I have called Van Halen Deluxe, and it contains the first Van Halen album, 1978 Van Halen 1, 1984, sorry about that, 1984, and Tokyo Dome, the live album. All came packaged in this box set. Okay, so I just figured I'd show this box as it's kind of a cool thing. But yeah, Van Halen 1978, one of the album picks. I don't even have to say anything about that album. That album is iconic. It was a game changer. And you all know, if you're a hard rock fan, you all know that album. I'm sure you have it in your collection. So, Van Halen, 1978. My number 2 album from 1978, Rush Hemispheres. To me, this was Rush's tour de force as far as like their progressive years. You got the whole Cygnus X1 book 2, side 1. You got, you know, Circumstances, The Trees, and La Villa Strangiata. I think the greatest instrumental they ever did. Probably the greatest instrumental of all time. That's subjective. But anyway, 1978's Rush's Hemispheres. So that's my number 2. So those are the 2 from 1978. Let's fast forward to when I was 16 years old, which was 1988. I don't have this one on vinyl, but when I first saw this band on MTV, it was the video for their song King. And we're going with the first album, debut album of King's X, Out of the Silent Planet. I fell in love with this band when I saw them on MTV. That first time I saw the video for King, and I never looked back since. They've become one of my favorite bands, one of the best power trios of all time. Their vocal harmonies are sublime. The musicianship is sublime. How the song Goldilocks was not a hit single on here is a mystery to me. That song is so beautiful, it's so rich in harmonies, and I don't know, lyrics are awesome. You got King, which was great. That was the first song I saw, like I said. The Power of Love. You got Visions, Shot of Love. I mean, if you don't if you don't know King's X, start at the beginning here, Out of the Silent Planet. I guarantee you, if you love rich Beatlesque harmonies, backdrop with a heavy guitar, bass, drums, power trio, this is the band for you. Next one in 1988, got to go with And Justice for All, Metallica. I played the hell out of this album when I was 16, when I was in high school, 1988. This cassette never left my cassette deck for most of that year. I saw them that summer on a Monsters of Rock tour before the album was released, and they previewed Harvester of Sorrow, which was really cool. And yeah, so Blackened, one of my favorite openers, one of my favorite songs by them. Like I said, Harvester of Sorrow, of course, the iconic One, which was their first video, and yeah, And Justice for All. The last, in my opinion, of their classic era. So let's fast forward to when I was 26, 1998. I'm going to go with, and I just got this record on Record Store Day. I had the CD. It was Opeth, My Arms, Your Hearse. This is really kind of when Opeth came onto my radar. This is their third album. April Ethereal, awesome song. The Amen Corner, Demon of the Fall. I mean, they were really starting to show their folkish and progressive roots on here. You know, Michael Ackerfeld was still singing in his death metal voice. This is one, I'm not one for really growly vocals. I do like it in small doses, but to me, Opeth, Michael Ackerfeld was the best at like using that type of voice. I mean, it was like almost having another instrument in the band. Opeth was one of the very few bands with that style of vocal where I can actually listen through the whole album without stopping it. He just used it in such a way that it was accessible to me. I love Opeth, I still do, and they've gone completely progressive now. They've dropped the death metal growls on their last few albums, but I still love the albums. But I go back to the old ones, this one in particular, and Blackwater Park. That's like to me, that was like their crowning achievements. But yeah, if you don't have this, pick it up. If you're not really a death metal vocal guy, I would still suggest maybe trying it out on YouTube, see if you like it. Like I said, I'm not one for like the real growling vocals all the time. Like I said, I could take it in small doses. But Opeth is one of the very few bands, rare bands, that I really love that vocal style. Actually, it's like another added instrument. And finally, another 1998 release was the reunion album by Black Sabbath. When all four original members came back together. I saw them the following year here in New Jersey with Pantera and Deftones. It was an awesome show. It was great to see the four original guys back together, Bill Ward included at the time, you know. So I can honestly say that I got to see the original band. I was too young to see them in '78. Obviously, I was only 6 years old, so nobody was taking me to see Black Sabbath at that time. But it was really cool to see the original band back together, and it's got all the classics on here. The Reunion Live album, 2 studio tracks in Psycho Man and Selling My Soul at the end of the album. But yeah, I listened to this a lot in '98 as well. So yeah, that's the contest. So what I need you to do, like I said, when you were 6 years old, 16 years old, and 26 years old. Those years that you were, those ages, pick 2 albums, show them in a video, and then comment in this video below to enter this contest. I haven't picked out what the prize is going to be yet. I'm going to come back and do another video eventually as I get closer to the subscriber number that I'm trying to reach. And if you're like heavy metal, if you like evil, something of the evil nature, uh, that's going to be my prize. It's going to be, you know, an album. It's. I'm probably going to give a couple choices. If you like vinyl, if you like CDs, if you're overseas and I can't really mail, because mailing stuff overseas now is just way expensive. I'd rather just send you something through Amazon directly to you, or even just like PayPal or Venmo you something, you know, or an Amazon gift card or something like that, so you can spend it on whatever you want to spend it on. So I'm gonna determine that in a future video. But please, if you want to enter this contest, make a video, pick 6 albums. Like I said, when you were 6 years old, 16, and 26, those years that you were those ages, 2 albums each year, and a total of 6 albums. Okay, so, and don't forget to comment in this video below, and make your video, and just mention in the comment below that you made the video, enter in the contest, and let's get to it. All right, let's have fun with this. All right, cheers for now. Modern Day Warrior signing off. Have a great night.